Okay, good morning, everybody. Today is Thursday, and we're holding 17th day of Tishrei. We're holding the last portion of the Torah, which is going to be on the fifth reading in the portion of Zeis HaBracha, chapter 33, verse 22. L'Don Amar Don Gur Aryeh. And to Don he said, Don is a young lion. Yizanik min ha-bashan, streaming from the bashan. So now she says, Don Gur Aryeh. Don is also located close to the border. And so, like God, he compared to a lion to protect the Jewish nation from the border. Yizanik min ha-bashan. This to be understood that the Taigam Uncle's transit, his land drinks from the river that flows from Bashan. From the Jordan River comes out into Dan's territory. From the Panis Caves, which is a place called Leshem, within the territory of Dan. The children of Dan conquered Leshem and incorporated their territory, called it Dan after their father. And it says in Joshua, and they called it Leshem Dan. And the source of Zinuk flows from the Bashan. That's what it means. It flows from that area. Another explanation is Zanik min Bashan, just as the water flows, issues from one place and divides itself afterward into two directions. Similarly, the tribe of Dan started in one territory, ended up taking a portion of two places. First, they took the northwest of the land of Israel, namely Ekron and its surroundings, and this not sufficed them. So they came and fought against Leshem, which is Panis, located in the northeast of the land of Israel. And they took two parts. Now Rashi that's these two areas geographically, where the Jordan comes into the Panis or Banyas caves. You can go visit the Banyas caves today, which are in the east and the northwest extreme of the land of Israel. And then the river flows from the north straight down to the south, ending at the edge of the Salt Sea, the Dead Sea, which in turn is the east of the Jordan territory. Judah had taken his territory in the southern part of the land of Israel, as delineated in the book of Joshua. This is the meaning what it stated, and the border of the children of Dan went out from them. So the children of Dan arose and fought against Leshem and took the possession. So when the verse says, and the border of children of Dan went out from them, it means that the border was bursting outwards, as it were, along the whole eastern flank of the land, where they originally took their inheritance. Hence, where Dan started without one territory, ended up with two, just like a water that flows goes in many directions. Well, Naphtali Amar, and he said to Naphtali, Seva Ratzin. Naphtali is favorable, satisfied. Umali Birchas Hashem, he's full of the blessings of God. Yom Udom Miroshem, possesses sea and south. Rashi says, he said Naphtali with land would be fully satisfied, all of its inhabitants. We know that the Jews are not all satisfied with what they received. But Naphtali received a very good land. He had it both inland and on the sea. Yom Kinneret, Naf B'chelik, the sea of the Kinneret falls in the Naphtali's portion. When Nate Malach Cheva V'chera B'dreime, he took the rope length, a fishing coast on its southern shores, to spreading its nets out. Yidasha, this word is an imperative form or equivalent to the simple command of rush, to go and possess. The fact that the accent is placed on next to the last syllable of the word, there Rashi goes into the whole grammar, and we won't go into it now. Verse 24. And to Asher he said, Baruch Banim Asher. May Asher be blessed with sons. Yiratzui Echov, he will be pleasing to his brothers, and immerse his foot in oil. Rashi says, Baruch Banim Asher, I saw in the Sifri the following. Amongst all the tribes, we could not find one that is blessed with sons as Asher. But I don't know which regard, I don't know how, what does that mean exactly? But it seems like Asher had a lot of boys. Asher pleased his brothers with the unpikian oil of unripe olives, used for anointing one's skin, and tasty foods. So Asher had an abundance of oil, and they pleased by repaying him with grain. Another explanation, he will be pleasing to his brothers because the women who came to Asher were beautiful, and they sought after for marriage. This is the meaning what states in Chronicles. It says, when it is speaking of Michal, Asher's grandson, he was the father, Berazis, literally olive chop. Let us say his daughters were married to Kahanim Gedolim and were anointed with olive oil. So they sought the children of Asher to marry the children of Asher, who were beautiful, beautiful girls. The Teva of Hashem Edagam, and he immersed his foot in oil, for his land flowed with springs like an oil. Once happened that the people of Lutkia were in need of oil, and they appointed an agent who was sent to a place to place until he found an oil farmer. The latter brought this agent to his home, and there the olive farmer squashed himself and then dipped his hand and feet, thereby fulfilling the verse, and he dipped his foot in oil. So he showed him the abundance, the high quality of oil. Then he supplied the agent from Lidka with 1,118,000 more worth of oil. So when you need oil, you're going to go to Naphtali, Asher. You'll go to Asher. Bazel, verse 25. Bazel lecheshes melecha, ukiyamecha davecha. You'll lack iron and copper, and the days of old age will like the days of your youth. So Rashi Bazel lecheshes melecha. He most addresses all of Israel, whose strong men dwell on the borders of cities, and would lock up the land, as it were, with their protection, so their enemies were not able to enter. It was a land that was closed up and locked and bolted, made of iron and copper. Another explanation, your lock are irons and copper, your land is locked by the mountains, which are like iron and copper mines. So they had wealth of iron and copper. And the days of your old age will be like the days of your youth. Like the days are your best, namely your first days, the days of your youth. So will be your days of your old days. Days which ordinarily flow away, they are painful and decline. By you'll be healthy. Another explanation, the days which you enumerated as your good days, namely all those days which you fulfill and the will of God will be your flowing. I mean, all the countries of the world will make silver and gold flow into the land of Israel. For Israel will be blessed with fruits. So all the country will come to supply from it, consequently pouring the silver and gold into it. Moreover, the world's silver and gold will be depleted because they'll pour it into the land of Israel. Verse 26. Ein ke'el Yeshurun. Reichav shamayim bezrecha. Dresser, and there's no one like God. Reichav b'shamayim bezrecha, who rides the heavens, is at your assistance. V'gavosei shchokim, and with his majesty he rides the skies. So Rashi says, Ein ke'el Yeshurun. There's none like you, God. You should know that there is none like God amongst the gods of people. that their rock is not like your rock. Reichav Shamayim, he who rides the heavens, is the name of God who is your assistance, and he is the majesty, he rides the skies. And that completes the Chumash of the day. Now we go to the Tanya of the day. We're holding 22nd letter, epistle of the Alter Rebbe. The Eitz Yutza, the suggested advice, to enable one to accept it with love. Through the mouth of our sages of blessed memory. They say, to examine one's conduct. Gemara says, if one sees affliction before him, he should examine his deeds and repent. He will find sins that require scouring by means of suffering. He will then clearly see God's great love towards him, which upsets the natural order of divine conduct. Marshal, as example, Melech Godel V'Neira, a great and awesome king, Haroichitz B'Kvodo, out of his immense love of his only son, he washes off the filth of his own son. He diapers. Why would a king who has many servants diaper his own son and clean up his own son's filth? Because he loves his son. So too, the Eibush does a son. He cleanses the human being, not because he wants to catch and punish him, but he Pashut loves him. As written, when God will wash off the filth from the daughters of Zion, with Ruach Mishpah, with a spirit of justice. When one becomes aware of God's great love for him, a love that is expressed by scouring him with the cleansing angel of suffering, then as the water reflects the face, so too. The verse says so as the heart of man to man. And the same is true with the heart of a mortal man to supernal God, supernal man. To say us Ava Belev, there will be an arousal of love in the hearts of everyone. Kol maskil, whoever perceives, umaven, who understands. When a person understands the preciousness of the nature of God's love, to this nether beings. For those who find themselves in this world, the lowest world, the Eibishter God loves the most. This divine love is dearer and better than all kinds of life of all worlds. Kulam, that the Eibishter loves. The person understands, even when God gives him a challenge, or God gives him something negative in his life, it's partially because he loves him. If you understand that concept. Because of Mayaka Chazdech has written how precious is your loving kindness. Your chesed is better than life. Your kindness, even in a way of pain, is better than all the life of the upper worlds. So the motive nucleus of chesed is love. Thus is written, I have loved you with an everlasting love, and therefore I've drawn down chesed upon you. So really everything comes from love. For chesed was the manifestation of love. Is the fountain of life that is present in all the worlds. As it says in the Torah, it says in our davening, you in Amida, in the beginning of davening, in the Shemona Esrei, it says you sustain life through chesed. Chesed, and so therefore, because we see that chesed and love is thus sustaining life force of all beings. And then when one realizes God's great love for him, that finds an expression in affliction. And when this in turn arouses a love within it, so that he'll better receive God's love, then Gam Hashem Yitanatei. Then God too will gain grand goodness, a kind that the naked eye can clearly and palpably perceive as good. Your upon of Elam, and make his face, which is the innermost dimension of divinity, shine towards him. With a manifest love, which in earlier was garbed and hidden in a manifest of rebuke, will be revealed in a manifestation of kindness. And the expression of divine severity, which is really love, will be sweetened at their source. So within their source, these expressions of divine severity are ultimately benevolent. As they descend as they descend to below, to the world below, they become manifest in the form of suffering. The Gevuras then will be sweetened at their source. And thereby the expression of divine severity will become nullified. Furthermore, will never be any more severity. We'll see, we won't have to break through the severity to see the love. We'll see the love in an open, manifest way. And that completes the Tanya of today. Today is the 17th day of the month. And the Tillim, Psalms, to say today on the 17th of the month is chapter 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, so 83 to 87. And you would have done the chitas of the day. I wish you all a wonderful and beautiful Chol Hamoed, a wonderful, beautiful day. And Amir Shem will see you all tomorrow at 8 a.m. It's not going to be 8, it'll be 8:10 that time because the davening is longer. So we're going to start around 8:10 or 8:12 to the chitas of the day. Have a wonderful and beautiful day.
Wait, I have a question, Rabbi.